of Disney 100 Jeopardy presented by
Hi there, people. This is me, Amelia, once again back with Brian Perry for Disney 100 Jeopardy. I'm here today because there's finally a Pocahontas category dedicated to my closest belt in the Allegheny County System.
I mentioned we have some treasure to find. That's because in last week's episode 43, the final Jeopardy category
was I love your shirt,
treasure.
Brian.
That plus 4 other brand new categories are headed your way, so
that's just what you are.
As always, last week's final Jeopardy kicks things off. Once again, it's all about treasure. The second category you'll be playing today, Let's Go Wishing. I'll play you the audio of a Disney character either talking about wishing or even making a wish.
Hopefully there's an Aladdin wish
have to
there.
Name who that character is. The third category you'll be playing today, Pocahontas. Somehow it took me 44 episodes to include a Pocahontas category to Disney 100 Jeopardy, but it is here. So get ready for 5 clues about the 1995
crossing all 3 of the Pittsburgh
category
rivers.
You'll be playing today. It's your Disney Parks category of the week. Look down. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll show you a picture of the floor or the carpet or the pavement of a certain area of a Disney resort, and you'll have to identify what that area is. And the 5th and final category you'll be playing today, Grand Theft Disney.
More like Grand Theft Auto.
The Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer came out earlier this week. It was one of the most viewed videos in YouTube history.
I miss cruising Pittsburgh. I wish that he'd come back for more videos.
This category is all about video games that appear within Disney movies. So this isn't about Disney video games. We've already done that category. Not sure which episode. I'll put it up there.
She's not crazy about the park categories. But I do have a suggestion. It's related to Disney Channel and Disney World.
Each of these clues worth just 200 points each. Hopefully you go 5 for 5.
Cupcake round.
Bag 1,000 points under your belt. Let's start off the game with treasure for 200. In National Treasure,
what is the Declaration of Independence?
Famously steals this possession.
I know that
the United States.
Who wouldn't?
I told you last week that I was potentially going to use this clue as the final Jeopardy. In episode 43, I said it was too easy. Hopefully you got it right. The correct answer is the Declaration of Independence.
Get it easy.
I'm gonna steal it.
Based on musicals like Hamilton in 1776, performed by Taylor Alderdice High School.
Let's
Still
go
have to write about that in Pittsburgh.
Can you name the character making a wish?
I wish for you to make.
Oh, that's Aladdin. See, I was hoping that this would be a category dedicated to this.
Is on my shirt,
as we all know, the yellow and blue belts
I know a few of you
all cross
so it's from Tokyo
Pittsburgh's,
Not sure
all 3 of Pittsburgh's main rivers. The Allegheny River, the Monongahela River, and the Ohio River.
Janie, I wish for you to
Holton Bridge, W.D. Mansfield Bridge, and Neville Island Bridge.
Pocahontas' first clue. The name of Pocahontas
Who is
raccoon
Miko?
sidekick.
Which I thought Maddie should have been like. Because Maddie looked like a raccoon. Cute kitty. I got that in a Disney Pinterest quiz.
200. I missed these lights. Pre-transformation. Where were they located?
Was it the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror? At Hollywood
The correct answer is Epcot or Future World at Epcot. They took these lights away for the transformation of that middle section. And ultimately, they brought in some new lights. Actually, I think they debuted this week. And
known for the
so I'm hoping
spaceship
we get these
Earth.
exact ones back because they were awesome. They were like a little pixie dust as you were walking out of the greatest Walt Disney World theme park. That's right, I said it. Shout out Epcot fans. All right, let's move on to the final clue of the cupcake round. It's a 200-pointer from Grand Theft Disney. The character of Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph exclaims, "I'm gonna wreck it," in this fictional arcade game.
Is it some game with Mario Kart? It's a parody of Mario Kart. I forget the name.
The correct answer is
Fix It, Felix Jr.
Oh, Fix It, Felix.
I'm gonna wreck it.
So there you go for the cupcake round. Hopefully
I only remember, that's the only scene I remember from seeing Wreck-It Ralph at my friend's
house. How about
house.
simply turning on your Christmas lights, your TV, or your radio if you're living that Uncle Orville 1920s Carousel of Progress life. No progress. With a simple tap of your magic band. That's right, our friends at
anyways,
magicbandreaders.com
here's my current,
of ITM15 to get 15% off.
How you do this is
on their site.
This is my food game.
Stop letting
the Allegheny versus Savory versus Sweet with the Allegheny County
with your very own
rivers, with the Pennsylvania rivers, rather.
To choose from to make your life even more magical and simple.
The rule is, how do you play is Allegheny River is constant savory, and the sweet continues between is a competition between the Monongahela River and the Ohio River, depending on which sweets I'll eat. This one I got more savory.
Use the promo code ITN15.
The Gorleys have this quiz, and the Mifflins have the second quiz.
That let you know how miserable the wait times are at your favorite vacation destination. All right, it is time for the second round of the game. Each of these clues are a little harder, so they're worth 400 points. Let's kick things off with Treasure. This 2002 Disney
What is Treasure Planet?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I think of Treasure as one of the Highlands Varsity Marching Band shows from this year. I saw them at Kennywood in August. I might go see them perform at the Christmas concert, too. I'm only familiar with Lilo and Stitch, not Treasure Planet.
Let's go wishing for 4.
Make a wish into the well.
Oh, that's Snow White and her wishing well. She was Disney's very first princess.
That would be the OG, the original princess, Snow White.
I just said that, Brian.
Make a wish into the well. That's all you have to do.
On to Pocahontas now for 400. This character tells John Smith that he's handsome and has a good soul.
I'm trying to remember his name. Thomas?
Something tells me that Grandmother Willow, which is
Grandmother Willow,
did not actually say this in real life, in the real story of Pocahontas and John Smith. Just a hunch. Just a hunch.
He has a good soul. And he's handsome, too.
Oh, I like her.
I knew you would.
I think Disney might have lightened the mood a little bit with that story. Let's move on, though. It's time for Look Down for 400. That looks like a road, but it's a road not quite for cars. Instead, it's for pedestrians. Where is it located?
Is it Hollywood Studios? Magic Kingdom? Either Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom.
The correct answer is Cars Land at Disney's California Adventure. If you said Radiator Springs, credit
I only went there once with my mom.
You did not get any extra points, though.
Right after I graduated from high school over Thanksgiving.
400-point round. It belongs to Grand Theft Disney. Wreck-It Ralph also introduced us to Vanellope von Schweetz.
Is it Candy Crush?
Who originated from this candy.
I hope it's Candy Crush. It's one of my favorite games to play at Dave & Buster's.
The correct answer is Sugar.
Sugar, oh.
My
I got the somewhat.
That is not good.
How did I not know about Grandmother Willow?
I thought it was going to be good, but it wasn't good. Anyway, Sugar Rush is the correct answer. All right, let's move on now to the third round of the game. These clues are worth 600 points. We return to Treasure. When it sets sail in 2024, the Disney Treasure will beat out another upcoming vessel, the Disney Adventure, to officially become this number ship in Disney's fleet.
The number 1 ship?
We started with the magic, then came the wonder,
number
then came the
6.
dream, then came the fantasy, then came the wish, and at number 6, the Disney Treasure.
Ooh. Oh, Aladdin's magic carpet.
Let's go wishing for 6.
So I make this wish.
Is that Mirabelle from Encanto?
The correct answer is Asha. A lot of you might not know Asha because she's from Disney's new film, Wish. So go check it
Asha.
out. I have not done so yet, but I promise I will. It looks really good. I will see it. Maybe this week. I'm going to see it this week. I'll report back next week. All right, let's move on now. Here comes the third clue from Pocahontas. The first song we hear...
It's just around the river bend from Colors of the Wind. From On the River.
Okay, so the correct answer is just around the river bend. Now, fun fact about Pocahontas. Pocahontas is an example of a famous Disney
The
character
rivers that the Blue Belt crosses are the Highland Park Bridge between Sharpsburg and Highland Park, the Monongahela River between my home sweet home of Squirrel Hill and Homestead, and the Ohio River
just around the river
between
bend.
the
By the way,
McKees
shout
Rocks
out Susan, who's been asking for
and
a
the
specific
Pittsburgh
category
neighborhood
stunt singers
of
for the last 4 months.
Brighton Heights, where our activity
I thought of
took
you when I came up
place.
with this clue, and we're going to do it soon.
Hopefully that Rite Aid doesn't close the Brighton Heights one.
Utilizes 2 different voice artists, like Pocahontas.
Oh, as I mentioned before, Highland Park Bridge is shared with the Lion King's belt, the Green Belt.
Anyway, long story short, correct answer is just around the river
making it a very... Oh, this is nostalgic. I remember owning the VHS of this too, the sing-along.
Look down for 600. Ooh.
Is that Hollywood Studios?
Located? And for extra points, not really, just for fun. What does it represent?
The red carpet.
The correct answer is Liberty Square at the Magic Kingdom.
Oh,
now, if we go back to the
man.
picture, you'll notice there's an odd choice in the pavement. What is that off-color trail running down the middle? For those of you who didn't know, that actually represents...
This school year's got the best of both worlds with Disney.
Yeah, colonial America, believe it or not, didn't have plumbing.
We've got Hamilton for Taylor Alderdice and
instead they're
Disney World for the MSG Academy trip.
Disney said, yeah, let's go the extra mile and show it all
Emoji
to people
poop.
via our unique design skills in the pavement. So that represents...
Next time I go out with Mom, which is probably tomorrow, I can tell her about this video.
Let's move on to the final clue of the third round. It is Grand Theft Disney. In Avengers Endgame, Thor grabs a headset to yell
Avengers
at Noob
Endgame.
Master 69, an online player who's playing this real-life video game in the film. The correct answer is Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Noob Master 69. Ridiculous.
So yeah, I'll tell Mom about the belt we usually travel.
If you don't log off this game immediately,
Forward Avenue to Shady Avenue. That's where the Mifflin sisters, that's where the Mifflin girls live towards. And their high school is located on that belt too. Down Shady Avenue to 5th Avenue, becoming Washington Boulevard.
These clues worth 800 points. We start with
And
treasure. When Shanghai Disney opened in 2016, it opted to build an entire Pirates of the Caribbean section of the park rather than just an
I don't know
attraction.
about Pirates of the
That pirate
Caribbean,
section
but
goes by
as
this name.
I was saying, forward Shady,
The correct answer is
past the
treasure.
Mifflin's apartment, down past Forbes Avenue, past going all the way to 5th Avenue,
How about we go
east
wishing
on
again?
Washington
800.
Boulevard, and across the...
Well, you wish on that star, sweetheart.
Is that Tiana? And across the Highland Park Bridge going inbound
correct
on
answer
Route 28
is
to Millville.
Eudora, a.k.a. Tiana's mom.
Oh, I knew that
You
was...
make a wish on the evening star.
I remember...
It's sure to come true.
I remember when I
Well, you
accidentally
wish on that star,
mistook Tiana for
Pocahontas,
Mirabelle.
800. Mel Gibson voiced John Smith, but it was this now famous actor who voiced Thomas.
Oh, not David Ogden Stiers, but
It
somebody
was
else.
Batman. Okay, it wasn't Batman, but it was Christian Bale.
I've never heard of
World's gonna be
Christian
great, John.
Bale.
I'm gonna get a pile of gold, build me a big house, and if any Indian tries to stop me, they'll blast
I
him.
mixed up Christian Bale and Grandmother Willow.
Let's look down again, this time for 800 points. Ah, there's a ring in the pavement. Where's it located?
Hollywood Studios, the Indiana Jones attraction.
The correct answer is the Haunted Mansion.
Ah.
Let's finish off the 800-point round with Grand Theft.
What do I know about Disney parks?
Buzz Lightyear: Attack on Zurg is a video game seen during Toy Story 2. This character from the film uses a strategy guide to discover that all he needs to do is believe in himself.
Buzz Lightyear or Woody?
Toy Story 2 has one of my favorite opening scenes ever. It shows Buzz Lightyear dying at the hands of Zurg, but then you find out, it was just a video game being played.
I didn't know it was Rex. I just remember the movie logo flying in the air, and Rex is the dinosaur. Now, the other route... It's been a long time since I watched Toy Story 2.
Sure you will, Rex. In fact, you're a better Buzz than I am.
So there you go, 20 clues down, 6 remain, including Final Jeopardy. But before we get there, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic soundtrack-infused, unnecessarily spotlighted part of the game. The 1,000-point round. Hit it.
Oh boy, the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire round.
Okay.
Now, past my condo,
Let's get more dramatic than this.
she
Start with
forward goes to Beechwood Boulevard,
Treasure.
Brownshill Road, and across the river to
Tim
Beck's
Curry
Run Road.
stars as Long John Silver in this 1996
Oh, Muppet Treasure
Produced
Island!
by Walt Disney.
We've got Cabin Fever in a black hole year. 2014's next wannabe.
For a Muppet category, I think I did one in episode 14. You can check in the details of this video. There's a list of every single category I've ever done.
Anyways, past the Homestead Grays Bridge, we get on going northwest on Route 837. Beck's Run Road past one of the best Pittsburgh ice cream shops of all time, Page's Dairy Mart, in which the Blue Belt is renamed the Ice Cream Belt.
It's time to make your final wish.
Make that a category, Bryan.
I wish I may.
Oh, that's Geppetto from Pinocchio. Aladdin and Pinocchio released in the same year. The VHSs. Representing, like, to Figaro the cat, Verona and Oakmont.
In the very first line of the movie, a line from the
1607.
We learn that this is the year the film is taking place in.
How about, here's a bonus category. What famous ice cream shop?
The correct answer is 1607.
What Pittsburgh ice cream shop is this belt located on? The answer is Page's Dairy Mart.
This one's worth 1,000. Sadly, this moving walkway no longer exists.
It's not the
Why,
test
I
track.
don't know. But either way, where was it located?
Was the test track, I'm thinking. I hope I'm right.
The correct answer is Space
Mountain.
Why this moving walkway was taken away, I'm not sure. Now instead you have to walk about 17 miles to get out of Space Mountain.
Getting
that was
all of
probably
these
the most famous moving walkway
parks wrong.
I've ever been on. Well, outside of the one at Universal that constantly tells you that it is ending soon.
The moving walkway exit is approaching. Please, watch your step.
Oh, the escalator.
It is time
broken
for the
at
final clue on the
Monroeville
board.
Mall.
It comes from Grand Theft Disney. Shank and Butcher Boy. It's two funny names. Shank and Butcher Boy are two characters from this online racing game seen in Ralph Breaks the Internet. The correct answer is...
Well, there you have it,
Race.
people. A category dedicated to my closest belt on the Blue Belt, on the Allegheny County Belt System, the Blue Belt.
To play the In This Place song.
Forward Avenue is just one street up,
credit song.
and then it goes through the parkway. Exit 74 Squirrel Hill Homestead is the closest exit that the movie
7 days
comes from.
That part of the game is Final Jeopardy, but first you need to see the category to determine how much you're going to wager. So let's see it.
Oh, and it goes by Sandcastle, too.
Young stars.
Ooh, let's see if it's somebody I grew up with.
When they were young stars within the Walt Disney Company? Make those wagers.
Oh, let's see. Is this somebody I know?
All right, time is up. And as you saw on the screen there, once again, use promo code ITM15 to get 15% off.
Route 837 goes past Sandcastle, too. And summer 1995 was one of the hottest summers in the Pittsburgh area, just like 2019 4 years ago.
Even though he misspelled it, one of the last things Walt Disney wrote down before passing away was the name of this actor. An actor who was only 15 at the time, but would go on to have an illustrious career. Good luck. Okay, time is up. Walt Disney was a huge fan of this young actor. In fact, he signed him to a lengthy contract before his passing, and that actor, like I mentioned, would go on to have an illustrious career. He would return to work on some Disney films as an adult, including Miracle. He played Coach Herb Brooks, the coach of Team USA in Miracle, and then he played Ego.
Oh no, somebody lost their grandfather.
I'm talking about one Kurt Russell.
Oh, Kurt Russell.
What do you remember about your interactions with Walt?
A lot, actually.
I'm gonna request some Disney Channel holiday categories. And I'm gonna request Disney parks.
We played ping pong together.
So there you go.
I'm
Young
gonna
Stars
request.
will return in next week's episode.
Thanks again, Bryan, for
45.
including
That's gonna do it for
Pocahontas.
this episode 44. If you like what you saw, you know the deal. Subscribe.
Click
Click
that bell
Hello,
icon.
Bell.
Hello, Bell. Oh,
This way.
the orange belt originally crossed the Monongahela River
Bryan Perry, I will see you this
with
upcoming week for Inside 300.
the Malady Bridge, but it was removed in the mid-1970s.
Featuring young stars of Disney 100
So,
Jeopardy. Thanks for watching.
that's the Allegheny County Belt System in a nutshell. As Cruising Pittsburgh mentioned, the Ohio River Boulevard is the starting point for all of the belts. Because those three and the two I didn't mention was the red belt corresponding to the Little Mermaid and the green belt corresponding to the Lion King. Now, and also if I get a matching letter, then I have to qualify it as, I have to compare the two foods from that same list. Anyways, this is me, Amelia. Thank you all and good night, and thanks for tuning into this special Disney 100 Jeopardy Squirrel Hill edition. Again, thank you all and good night.